Today is Yes-vember 2nd, and it is day 2 of my series 30 Ways in 30 Days, and I'm going to talk about the power of intention. But before I do, I want to follow up on yesterday's video, the ABC game, and specifically some feedback that I got that I wanted to talk about. My friend Yvonne remarked that while she really liked the video, she had found the word no to be very powerful in her life and at times transformational. And I agree with that sentiment 100%. And that is worth mentioning today because it illuminates something that I hold very true, and that is, don't take anybody's teachings, not mine or anybody else's, and just apply them to your life without checking in first to see if it resonates with you. And so I think that's really important going forward in this series and any other thing, anything that you read, anything that you watch. Check in with yourself. Does it ring true? It's only valuable if it resonates within your own self. So anyway, on to today's topic of the power of intention. The late Wayne Dyer wrote a book by that very title, and I think that's the very first Wayne Dyer book that I ever read. It's a great book. I highly recommend it, or anything else that Wayne Dyer ever wrote. He was truly a wonderful, wonderful teacher, and just love all of his work. I use the power of intention at the very core of everything that I believe, everything that I teach, everything that I share is related to the power of intention. To me, the power of intention is about making your thoughts and actions conscious and deliberate. Our brains have evolved over time to work very automatically. And I'll use the example of driving a car. You might think you don't drive a car automatically, but actually you do. If you think back to when you were first learning to drive a car, it took a lot of work. You had to think about where to put your hands on the steering wheel. You had to think about checking your mirrors and looking around you, controlling the speed of your vehicle, pushing the gas pedal, pushing the brake pedal, how hard to push. And that was a lot going on. Learning something new is challenging work. But many years later, you get in a car and you just go because it's automatic, because we've learned it and our brain has evolved to be able to do it. I don't know if you've ever had the experience of getting really, really lost in your thoughts while you're driving, but suddenly you arrive at your destination and you can't remember, how you got there, or, the last little bit of your trip, and that's because that autopilot takes over, and which is a really helpful, mechanism. It's a great tool. The problem is our lives have become so busy and hectic that we rely on that autopilot more often than not. Autopilot is great for lots of functions, but it's not great for creating a change in your life. It's not great for reaching a goal. It's not great for doing anything new. Autopilot is great for continuing on the same path that you've been on, but it's not how you're going to get to a new destination. So the first step in doing something new and creating a change in your life, reaching a goal, is by setting the intention to do so. The quickest, simplest, easiest way to start using the power of intention is by starting an AM intention session. And even though that's got an elaborate name to it, it can be as simple as asking yourself a couple of questions first thing in the morning when you wake up, before you even roll out of bed. How do I want to feel today? What's most important that I accomplish? And by deliberately choosing what you focus on in that moment, you are able to set the tone for your entire day. Then as you go throughout your day, some of which will continue to be on autopilot, but from time to time you can check in and say, how am I doing with those intentions? The other thing is, if you have a new opportunity presented to you, for example, a new task at work, or a friend invites you to do something, what have you, you check in with yourself and you say, if I say yes to this, what am I saying no to? And so if your intention is something like, I'm going to enjoy today, I'm going to really feel great today, and your friend invites you to lunch, you may not be able to check something off of your to-do list. However, if your intention is to enjoy the day, going to that lunch may be the very thing that makes that, solidifies that intention, makes that come true. So again, that's one way that you can use the power of intention. As you incorporate the power of intention into your life more and more, you're using it each day to set the tone of your day, or to accomplish daily goals, then you can draw it out and make it into a bigger process for reaching, intermediate term and longer term goals. But let's work with baby steps here. Just setting the intention for the day. And again, I always like to focus on the intention of feeling. How do I want to feel today? And the reason is quite simple. I know that the better I feel, the more I am able to live the way that I want to live. The more I am able to actually accomplish the things. Things just fall into place when I feel good. So I always focus my intentions on the way that I want to feel today. So anyway, that's my thought for today. And I hope you found it useful. I'd be very curious to hear what some of your intentions are, and if you found this video helpful or not. I really don't. I hope it's not unhelpful to you. But anyway, I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day, and I do thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow.